Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our Patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
NFL owners struck dumb when seeing terrifying message Patriotic fans just sent them. It seems the NFL owners may be getting the message, but it is a little too late, don't you think? Jerry Jones is said to be irate at Roger Goodell and wants him out. Lousy NFL players took a common cliché said by Houston's owner, inmates running the prison, and turned it into a full-blown crisis. And today patriotic fans across the USA sent these owners a terrifying message: empty seats. Now true, tickets are sold in advance and most games sell out, but they lose big time on concession sales and more. Tickets go up for renewal every year, and if fans won't go to the games and can't sell their tickets at a profit or at least costs, they will not buy season tickets, spelling doom for the league. Look, there is only one way out of this mess. Make a rule requiring these spoiled players to stand and respect the flag. Share if you agree. Pro-Planned Parenthood senator just said 4 words that will terrify Hillary Clinton. Senator Susan Collins, our me, said Sunday that Democrats involved in Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign need to be recalled before congressional committees, according to the Washington Examiner. Collins specifically called out campaign chairman John Podesta and then head of the DNC Debbie Wasserman Schultz in her comments, saying it's difficult to imagine that neither was aware of how the dossier was being funded. Check it out. They absolutely need to be recalled. It's difficult to imagine that a campaign chairman, that the head of the DNC would not know of an expenditure of this magnitude and significance. But perhaps there's something more going on here. But certainly it's worth additional questioning of both witnesses, Collins said. And the lawyer. Absolutely, he more than anyone. Collins is considered one of the most liberal Republicans in Congress. She is one of 2 female senators who's vowed to protect federal funding for Planned Parenthood and voted against the GOP's Obamacare repeal efforts that included a defunding of the abortion giant. President Trump tweeted about the dossier early Sunday morning, saying that he's never seen such Republican anger and unity as he has surrounding the news that Hillary Clinton and the DNC funded the dossier. Wow. Judge Jeanine just gave Mueller a 9-minute swooping that has to be seen. Judge Jeanine Pirro is not happy about the news that Robert Mueller has filed the first charges in his Russian collusion investigation. That investigation, which Pirro claims stemmed from the illegal dossier funded by the DNC, should be dismantled, Mueller should be fired, and Clinton should face jail time. It's time, folks. It's time to shut it down, turn the tables, and lock her up, Pirro began. That's what I said. I actually said it. Lock her up. Now this dossier was used not only to smear the president, she said. It was used to create a special counsel, it was the basis for congressional hearings, the reason for wall-to-wall anti-President Trump coverage. Now that charges have been filed against a still unknown individual, Pirro suggests that the Justice Department take over, because Mueller's relationship with Comey proves that he has conflict of interest in the case. Pirro is usually angry, but not this angry. But she has the right to be mad. This may be the biggest political witch hunt in modern political history, and people need to stand up to tell these investigators to stand down. Comment she's right and share if you think the witch hunt must end. It's now or never. Robert Mueller is going to be sick when he hears the bomb Trey Gowdy just dropped. Representative Trey Gowdy is not playing around with this Russia probe, and that's been clear from the very beginning. So, Needless to say, Gowdy wasn't thrilled after a leak revealed late Friday that a grand jury had approved the probe's first official charges. Gowdy effectively slammed lead counsel Robert Mueller and his team, saying, "Make no mistake, someone just broke the law. In the only conversation I've had with Robert Mueller, I expressed to him the importance of cutting out the leaks," Gowdy told Fox News on Sunday. "It's kind of ironic that the people charged with investigating the law and the violations of the law would violate the law." Gowdy continued, saying that, "Make no mistake, disclosing grand jury material is a violation of the law. Somebody violated their oath of secrecy." Late Friday, news broke that Mueller had filed his first official charges in the Russia probe. Sources said at the time that someone would likely be in custody by Monday morning. President Trump tweeted early Sunday morning about the Russia probe as well, suggesting that perhaps the news had come to light this weekend to distract from Republicans' historic tax cuts and reform. James Mattis just embarrassed Kim Jong-un with move that has everyone cheering. Secretary of Defense James Mattis doesn't kid around, and he made that clear over the weekend when he held a press conference from Seoul in South Korea to discuss the ongoing conflict in North Korea, according to Daily Mail. Mattis told the media to make no mistake, any attack on the US or our allies will be defeated, and added that any use of nuclear weapons by the North will be met with a massive military response that is effective and overwhelming. Standing next to South Korea's Defense Minister Song Young-moo, Mattis did not waver in his criticisms of the North. Check it out. North Korea has accelerated the threat that it poses to its neighbors in the world through its illegal and unnecessary missile and nuclear weapons programs, he said. "I cannot imagine a condition under which the United States would accept North Korea as a nuclear power." Mattis made his remarks as new reports unfolded that North Korea spent the week conducting evacuation drills throughout the country, likely in preparation for war. Sources said no such drills had occurred since the year 2003. Issues between North Korea, the US, and its allies have been ongoing for months. Many blame President Trump for escalating the situation by calling the North Korean dictator names like loser and Rocket Man, but recent history shows that hostility with the North is not a development new to this presidency. Camilla Harris goes full witch, casts filthy spell on Jeff Sessions and DOJ. Last night was another great liberal pity party, and all the usual cast of clowns showed up to vent. They were all out last night, and of course they spared no insult for President Trump, Trump supporters, Fox News, and anyone associated with Trump's administration. But by far the vilest attack came from the Wicked Witch of the West, Kamala Harris. They were all assembled for the Human Rights Campaign national dinner in Washington last night, where, according to The Hill, Harris got filthy. Senator Kamala Harris, Democrat California, went after Jeff Sessions and his Justice Department with the worst language ever. A total hit job. A spell meant to taint Jeff Sessions, his Department of Justice, and President Trump. Harris said, "We have been reminded racism in this country is real. Sexism, anti-Semitism are real in this country. Homophobia and transphobia are real in this country. And we must speak that truth so we can deal with it," Harris said. Missing the obvious that these groups have seen discrimination for years, hundreds of years if you want to be correct, and somehow it is all Trump's fault. She continued hysterically blaming, saying, "LGBT rights are under attack. Under attack by a Justice Department that now stands on the side of discrimination instead of equality. Please. This is why liberals have no power in America. They don't base their wild accusations on facts, and when that happens their attacks are as empty as the spell Harris just tried to use to taint Jeff Sessions. Didn't work because Americans are not as dumb as liberals think we are. Share if you agree." Donald Trump Jr. absolutely destroys Keith Olbermann, shuts his big mouth for good. Keith Olbermann is a rabid anti-Trump basher who never, ever seems to shut his big mouth. He always, has some rant or another aimed at Trump. As each rant gets more hysterical, Keith loses more credibility. He had barely any left and today, and Donald Trump Jr. just finished him off with one devastating tweet. Here is what happened. Keith attacked conservative media personality Tomi Lahren on Twitter for her Halloween costume. According to the Gateway pundit, he cited the U.S. flag code, one that prohibits wearing the flag as clothing, to mock Tomi's MAGA costume. Enter Don Trump Jr. to set the record straight and shut Keith's big mouth once and for all. He tweeted out a picture of Keith's new Trump-bashing book and the humiliation was complete.